yeah, excuse the hair. I decided to go a little bit of, well, yeah. But, yeah, Promised Neverland, chapter 177. What a doozy of a chapter. Let's talk about it a little bit more. Hang on, let me adjust the camera a little bit. You know, the webcam. Yeah. Let's talk about it a little bit more, shall we? Without further ado, let's do it like we always do. Let's crack down with the intro, and let's talk about chapter 177 of The Promised Neverlands. It was a very much more saddening chapter. The ending was a shocker, but this chapter was just much more of a fruitful. So let's crack down to it. Okay, so without further ado, 3, 2, 1, hit the intro. Okay, so this chapter opens up exactly where last week's chapter ended. And it was a saddening chapter. We had the demon that was about to attack Emma and wanted to eat Emma because he literally states in this chapter that he cannot live without farms. He doesn't want a world without farms. I'm going to eat you for and everything. And Isabella jumped straight in and got pierced through his finger knives, and it literally does down to the point where she couldn't move. Everything was pierced to the point where she couldn't move. And that is... Hang on a minute, I left the door open. And that is really is what happened. So one of the other demons that says arrest that demon that just attacked, because they are agreeing and following the new rules and orders, attacked him and arrested him because of what's happened. Then it just became panels within panels of hugging and wanting Isabella to live, because Emma and everybody starts knowing once we left the farm, and we thought we had it figured, it all came down to it that what we remember of Isabella, or what they remember of Isabella, is her kindness, because her kindness was true, her kindness was genuine, and the fact that what we saw was the what if of us. And this is what I've been stating in every review about Isabella, every time she mentioned, is that she was the what if version of these children, or the girls of the farms. She was the what if that was going to go on and do this and everything like that. She was the what if, and this is true. And once they had a final hug, and once she said that she loved them all, she then spoke to Ray to say to look after them. Because we all know Isabella is Ray's biological mother. We know that. And she couldn't do that. She put him in a cursed world that he didn't want. And because of him remembering who his mother was and everything, and it was Isabella, because we saw way back near the beginning of the series about the flashbacks of Ray remembering on of how he was born and everything like that. It just shows that he's there, and it just means that they don't know what they're going to do now, but because Isabella has now died, even though she even states in this chapter that she wants to live with them and everything like that in the human world, but that's not going to happen now. Isabella's sadly gone now within this chapter. She gained her redemption arc through turning on Peter R3, and then fully her redemption ends with her protecting Emma last chapter, and that was really great on saying her arc became concluded, even though I think me and a lot of readers would love to have her continue on going to the human world, but that's not going to happen. I really thoroughly enjoyed this chapter. I really liked the art in this chapter. I really enjoyed everything about this chapter. It just shows a lot going on with this chapter, and it shows. The art was on point. I liked how it ended up a little bit with it being like a flashback or memory of them being a little bit younger, and then back at the farms and everything like that. I love that ending part of the chapter and everything like that. But it was just really heartwarming about seeing all the kids from the farm actually hugging Isabella one last time. But saddens us. It really does sadden me that she couldn't go with them and probably be their actual mother in the human world. It saddens me that that's the case, and it really is a saddening chapter. I really did enjoy the art in this chapter as well. The flashbacks, the saddening moments, the loving moments in this chapter were all great. Were all on point and was just great. Was really, really great, and I loved every bit of it. And it just saddens me that it's just gone to something else. And what does my glasses look like? That wonky. But yeah, that is it for the chapter. And I really, like I said, for the person that keeps on commenting, asking me what I thought about the chapter and what I like, stop trolling me first off. I do mention that I like the chapter within the chapter review itself. If you don't bother watching the video through till the end, then don't comment on the video. I do say I enjoy this chapter. I really did enjoy this chapter, and I liked it, and I loved the art and everything that was present in this chapter, because it was really, really great, really, really beautifully drawn, very heartwarming as well within this chapter. I really did enjoy that as well. And now it's getting close to the end. You can tell it's coming to the end, and there are a few mangas on Weekly Shonen Jump that I'm thinking about reviewing when this ends, but I'm also thinking about picking up Eden Zero as my next series to review, because I've been following that as well since the start, but I haven't bothered reviewing it because I wanted to get really into it before I thought of reviewing it. This series, I was following. There was a time where I didn't do reviews for this series, but I was still following it for God knows how long. I was still following it till now. And I started reviewing it whenever the first review of me back reviewing the series was. But I did start reviewing the series back at chapter 1, or done a live reaction to it and classed that as my review as well. But I reviewed it since chapter 2 onwards, or chapter 1 onwards, and that's it. But I really enjoyed this chapter as much as possible. Other than that, comment down below what you liked and didn't like about this chapter down in the comment sections down below. Don't forget, there are links down in the video description that you can click to support me in any way you want. I've got a Patreon down there, and my Facebook link is down there as well to support my Facebook fan page and whatnot. You can check those out. But yeah, this was a really great chapter and everything like that. So hopefully you guys tell me what you liked and didn't like about this chapter down in the comment sections below. And I'll see you next time for next week's Promised Neverland chapter review. I've been your host, Kai from Kai's Tea Corner. See ya. Another great chapter again, guys, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as I did recording it and reading the chapter myself. I was really enjoying this chapter as much as everybody else's probably has. A lot of people have been iffy about how the series was going on, but I really enjoyed it. The only arcs I didn't like was mainly the Goldie Pond arc, but all the arcs after that I was really, really enjoying. It was definitely Goldie Pond was a filler arc in this series. But yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and bell notifications as well to keep up to date with all my videos. And also don't forget, what's ever appearing on the screen right now on this side, check those videos out as well. Greatly appreciate it. And don't forget to check the links down in the video description down below as well. See ya.